Hi, boys and girls. In this episode, we look at central government. At the end of this lesson, you'll be able to define central government, examine an organizational chart of the structure of the Jamaican system of government, then describe it and make decisions about the relationship among members, and complete at least 4 of the activities at the 8 learning centers. The structure of government shows the monarch, King Charles III, as Jamaica's head of state. The Prime Minister advises the monarch of issues relating to Jamaica through the Governor General. There are 3 branches or arms of government: the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. See Table 1 for the structure of government, which is based off the British Westminster model. So here we have the structure of government in Table 1. We have the monarch, we have the Governor General, then we have the legislature, the executive, and the judiciary. We have the House of Representatives and the Senate here under the legislative arm. We have the Prime Minister, Cabinet Ministers, and the Attorney General under the executive arm. And under the judiciary, we have the Court of Appeal, the Supreme Court, the RM or Resident Magistrates Court, and then the Petty Sessions Court. The 3 branches of central government depend on each other and carry out the various roles through the ministries, agencies, and departments of government. If a member of the legislative branch comes up with an idea that he or she wants to become a law, it is taken to the executive branch for discussion and approval. Then a draft of the law, which is called a bill, is written and presented to the House of Representatives. After sharing with the members of the public and all the corrections made, a final vote is conducted by both houses of Parliament. It is then submitted to the Governor General for his signature, which indicates that the bill is now law. The executive branch carries out the law, and the judicial branch administers the law. Engage. Use Table 1 to discuss branches of government that attend cabinet meetings and people in attendance. So cabinet meetings, we're going to have the Prime Minister, the Minister of Education, the Minister of Justice, the Minister of Health and Wellness, the Minister of Economic Growth. All of those people are going to meet along with the Attorney General, right? And they will discuss the day-to-day operations of the country. Explore. Access the internet, then download and view the structure of government, right? And in this particular form of government, it's democratic, okay? Figure 1 shows 2 sections of the structure of government. Use the information below to write a branch of government beside 1 and 2. So we have the Senate and we have the House of Representatives. So this branch or arm would be the legislative or legislature. 2, we have the Prime Minister, Cabinet, and Ministers, and the Cabinet Ministers and the Attorney General, and this would be the executive arm. Extend. Find the name of the final court that a Jamaican can make an appeal if he or she believes that the other courts showed signs of prejudice in the case. Give an example of a case that is at the final court. Recently, we had the Vybz Kartel case going before this particular court. What was the name of that court for the final appeal? Evaluate. Complete now at least 4 of the activities at the 8 learning centers. Word link from the Faye Ellington Center. Create a brochure on the structure of government. Make sure to include the head of state, representative of the head of state, head of government. There is a difference between the head of state and the head of government. Okay? Branches of central government. Branch where an idea for a law is first stated, and the second step for an idea to become law. Explain the role of each branch. Self-link from the Dr. Agri Irons Center. Make a journal entry stating your view on the steps taken for a bill to become a law. Music link from the Jimmy Cliff Center. Write song lyrics on the structure of government. Picture link from the Edna Manley Center. Participate in a virtual field trip to Gordon House to observe a sitting of one of the Houses of Parliament. And lucky for us, we did this, right? So you have, in your mind, a real understanding of what is happening in the House of Parliament. Body link from the Rex Nettleford Center. Government of Jamaica is considering a new building to replace Gordon House. Imagine that you have been contracted to construct this new facility. Decide on the location, design and make a model, then organize an exhibition to showcase the design and the model of the new Parliament building. Now remember, the Parliament building needs to be in the capital city. And Kingston is the capital city. So it can't be in the Blue Mountains because it's nice and cool and all of those wonderful things and you have enough land space and all of that. It needs to be in the capital city. So if you can think of a place in the capital city to put this, then fine, right? And then show all of the things that would be included. When we went there, we know we need places for the parliamentarians, right? We need bathroom facilities, the gallery section, all of those things, right? And many other things that you wouldn't think about. For example, there's a library associated with Parliament. So all of those people who are there typing every single word that they say and is put into the Hansard, then all of that has to be stored so that they can go back to it. Okay, computers are needed, cameras are needed, microphones are needed, all of those things, internet, high-speed internet, so that we can stay home and watch the budget debate and look at all the things that are happening there. Okay, so think about that when you're designing. How are we going to power this building? Do we need to include lots of windows so they can get natural light? Do we need a sunroof area there to allow natural light in the building? Are we going to put solar panels on it so we reduce the carbon footprint? All of those things, take them into consideration. Number link from the Albert Einstein Center. Find out how many members of Parliament sit in the House of Representatives, how many senators are nominated by the Prime Minister, and how many by the leader of the opposition. And this is, very easy for us by now. We know that we have 21 in the upper house, right? The government side will have 2/3 minus 1 of the 21, so you can work that out. And then the opposition will have 1/3 plus 1. So 1/3 of 21 plus 1. Social link from the Mary C. Cole Center. Use a digital device and take photos of the model of the new Parliament building that you designed and made, and share these photos in your class WhatsApp group. Nature link from the Dan Macaulay Center. Explain the relationship among the branches of government that work together to ensure that Jamaicans and tourists complied with the COVID-19 policies and laws. So in this episode, we were looking at central government. We should now be able to define central government. We should have a better understanding of the organizational chart that shows the structure of the Jamaican government. And we should be able to describe how relationships and decisions are made among the members. You should be able to complete 4 of the activities at the learning centers, and we ask that you post those here. Take care, and we'll see you in our next episode.